Hello everyone, my name is Uday Kumar. Today I will explain you inflation and capital budgeting. Let's we know what is inflation. Inflation is the increase in general level of price for all goods and services in an economy. Inflation is an important fact of economic life and must be considered in capital budgeting. For example, a person would like to buy 1 kg of apple with rupees 100. Now when the inflation rate is 5%, then the person would require rupees 105 to buy the same quantity of apples. This is one example of inflation. There is two types of inflation: expected inflation and unexpected inflation. Expected inflation is where the manager anticipate and unanticipated inflation refers to difference between actual and expected inflation. Let's we understand nominal values versus real values. Nominal values are the actual amount of money making cash flow. It means normally any economic statistic it measures in terms of actual price that exists at the time. Second, the real value affect the purchasing power of cash flow. Real value are found by adjusting the nominal value for the rate of inflation, which means the same statistic after it has been adjusted for inflation. Generally, it means the real value that is more important than the nominal value. Inflation affects two aspects capital budgeting, which means proj- projected cash flow and another one is discounted rate. Let's we know how inflation affect capital budgeting. First, if we projected cash flow are real in terms without inflation, consider the discount rate should be real rate. Second, projected cash flow are in nominal terms with inflation, consider the discount rate used should be a nominal rate. Third, both the payment series and the discount rate must be specified either in nominal value but not in the both values concurrently. Generally, inflation drives up costs for goods and services, including building, materials, equipment, and labor. This increased cost might render certain projects unfeasible based on the result of capital budget analysis. Is it better to use real or nominal values? Use nominal values is more common. For example, if you receive an 8% increase in your wages from 100 rupees to rupees 108 rupees, this is a nominal increase. Most of the time this type of value are used. Market interest rate are nominal value that already contain a premium for anticipated inflation. Income tax obligation are based on nominal value. Therefore, it is usually easier to use nominal value. However, if a nominal value discount rate is used, projected cash flow should reflect anticipated inflation. For example, if inflation is 2%, then the real increase in wages is 8 minus 2% is 6%, and real wages is better guide to know how your living standard changes. It shows what you are actually able to buy with the extra increase in wages. If wages increase 80% but inflation also 80%, the real increase in wages would be 0%. In fact, despite the monetary increases in wages of 80%, the amount of goods and services you could buy could be the same. Thank you for everyone for watching this video.